Hey guys, YouTuber Uneditor here. And yeah, you probably noticed that I have some new glasses on right now. Yeah, just excuse these uh big like black glasses, yeah. Just yeah, just this morning like my last pair ended up breaking and so it's just so yeah. Just so in a quick move I just like ended up like going to like the dollar store and just like getting like these just to hold me over. Yeah, I did like go onto Amazon and I did order like some new pairs like the one that I had. Yeah, and I overnighted them, so I should be getting them hopefully by the morning. Hopefully, yeah. So by my next video, I should like have like the like the normal looking glasses again. Yeah, just excuse these for this video. All right, but yeah, so here I am now to continue on with my Halloween reviews for this year. And now here I am with a review for the Disney Channel original movie, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. So, so I remember like this is a Disney Channel movie that I do remember like watching occasionally when it would like be on the Disney Channel. And yeah, and I decided to make a review for this rather than any of the Halloween Town movies because Nostalgia Critic, or rather Doug Walker, back when he did Disney Summer for the Disney Channel original movies, he really did talk about the Halloween Town movies. But yeah, he didn't talk about this film, and yeah, he still hasn't talked about this film since. So yeah, I decided to make a review for this since like this was one that he really hadn't talked about yet. And yeah, and yeah, and I did like this film. I mean, I know like it's not really like necessarily about Halloween, since like Halloween in this film it's not really ever mentioned, but yeah, there are like some like sort of like some references in this film that like show that it is like taking place like during Halloween time. Like there's like the scene in the film when they like end up going to the grocery store and it like has some like Halloween decor or or inside the store like pumpkins and stuff. Yeah, and plus yeah, even at like the very end of the movie, like you hear them saying Happy Halloween. So the film really does like it is like set around like Halloween time. Yeah, yeah. Plus, even like when this film like did first originally air, like it did air during the month of October. So yeah, so it was even like released during like Halloween time. So there is enough like associated with this film to really like consider it a Halloween film. Plus, yeah, even in the title, like vampires even in the title. So yeah, since like this film really is like about a vampire, yeah, I mean, yeah, so it is like enough to really call it a Halloween film. Yeah, and like I said, back when like I was a kid, I did like watch this film, like occasionally when it would like air on the Disney Channel. Yeah, and I did like it just fine. And yeah, I do think that the film overall it is like enjoyable enough. Like if you like did watch like the Disney Channel movies, like I think like this is a good good enough Disney Channel movie. Yeah, yeah, though, yeah. But watching it now, all these years later, I hadn't seen this film in like quite a while, and rewatching it now to for this review, I gotta say, I do still like the film, but just seeing it now, I just can kind of see like I feel that there was more potential for like this kind of story rather than like what we did end up getting with this film. Yeah, like the like my main issue with the film is that I think that just yeah, I mean it just really just makes it like uh just yeah, just the vampire in this film, he just is revealed like really just too soon in the film. Like just the vampire is revealed in like what the first like 15-20 minutes of the film. And yeah, and after like it's discovered that like there is a vampire and stuff. Like pretty much just the rest of the film is just like each one of the kids just like trying to just save their mom from the vampire. Yeah, and I just really felt that there could have been like this could have really been done in a different way to really like keep it like more mysterious. Like I felt that they could have like done this in a different way where they could have like made the vampire just like more ambiguous. Like just like keep it more mysterious. Like make it seem as if like well, we don't really know that there really is a vampire yet. Or until like maybe like around like the second half, or even like towards like closer to the end of the film. Like there could have been like more possibilities with this. Like in this film, of course, like you do have like three kids and their mom ends up like going to date a vampire, of course, by the title. And in this film, like you do have like also a guy who's like a vampire hunter, and he can like he knows there's a vampire around, and yeah, he's trying to track down and kill the vampire. Yeah, and I really felt that they could have like done this in a different way. Like maybe have it be like where the mom really doesn't actually like go on a date with the vampire. The mom actually does go on the date with the vampire hunter, and they could have like done this in a different way, make it seem like the vampire hunter was really the vampire. But then yeah, and maybe like have the kids try to go after the vampire hunter, and then in the end have it be revealed like who the real vampire is and stuff. And yeah, I just really felt that there could have been like more done with this, and they could have really done this in a different way where they would have like been able to keep the vampire like more mysterious, where we don't even like see the vampire and we don't even know there is a vampire at all. But yeah, instead they just like went down the different route of just like making the vampire just yeah revealing who the vampire is very early on in the film, and then yeah we do know that like what the vampire is trying to do. So yeah, yeah, but as is, I mean, I think that they do. This film is like it's done all right enough. I mean, of course, like there are like a lot better vampire movies out there. Like this film is, of course, like no Dracula or anything, but like as a made-for-TV kids film goes, I guess it is like just fine. I mean, they do give the film kind of like a spooky feel, sort of with the vampire iron stuff, and yeah, and they even do like make it seem like the vampire could actually win and end up like taking the mom captive and stuff of in the film. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and the kids like throughout the film, like they do also end up like trying to like chase the vampire down to get him away from their mom. And yeah, just throughout the film, we do like see like the vampire just like using like his special vampire powers and stuff. Of like whenever like the vampire does end up like displaying his like powers and stuff, yeah, that's kind of like the more like spooky, chilling part of the movie and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, the rest of the film overall, I mean, it is just kind of like your typical Disney Channel movie. Like you have like singing, music, and dancing, and just like and you do have like the kids in the film that are kind of just like, yeah, they're not your like typical average cookie cutter like goody good kids. Like the kids like really do like have their own personalities, and yeah, of course like the oldest brother and sister, they don't really get along and stuff, and they just like live in different worlds and yeah, all this other stuff. So yeah, so it does kind of like have like the typical like Disney Channel and made for TV movie formula to it, but yeah, it's done like in kind of like a spooky way with like their mom like going out with a vampire, and yeah, the vampire just doing all this supernatural stuff. Yeah, yeah. So I really don't know what to say with when it comes to like recommending the film. I don't know. Like if you like Disney Channel movies, if you haven't seen this before, I mean, I guess you can check this out, and yeah, you can draw your own conclusion to it. But yeah, if you're not really into these films, like if you really don't care for like the typical like a kiddie movies like this, where it has like these kinds of setups with like TV movies with like kids and stuff, then yeah, this probably isn't your film. Yeah. So yeah, all I can really say is just if you're into these type of films, you could enjoy it, and if you're not, yeah, you can skip it. Like this is no must see by any means, but yeah, if this is like your type of movie formula, then this might be the film for you to check out. And yeah, and if you want to see like a film done in like a spooky way like this, so yeah, so really just I really don't know what else is let's really say about it, but yeah, I guess overall like it does the film, it is just fine. Like it does the story well enough. I just feel that there was more potential for it to be done in a more like a mysterious and ambiguous way. But yeah, but as is, I think it's all right. I mean, it's not one of my favorite Disney Channel movies, but yeah, it's not one of the worst either. So I would probably give this film, I don't know, I guess 2.25 stars out of 4. All right, so yeah, so let me just talk about this of the film. All right, so you have like so in this film you do have like the Hanson family. There's like the main character Adam, who's 13 years old, and he's played by Matt O'Leary. You have like his older 16-year-old sister Chelsea, played by Laura Vandervoort, and the youngest sibling Taylor, who's 8 years old, is played by Miles Jeffrey. Yeah, and Adam is like really into like scary movies and stuff. Like the film opens with him like watching a vampire film, and yeah, the Taylor is kind of like spooked out by it, and yeah, and their mom, Lynette, who's played by Caroline Rhea, yeah, doesn't want Adam really watching that stuff, especially with Taylor around. Yeah, and this film like shows that their mom is divorced, or so yeah, she's taking care of the 3 kids by herself. Yeah, yeah, and it shows that like Chelsea is like is has a date planned with her boyfriend Peter, and Adam also like is planning to go to a concert with his best friend Duffy. But then yeah, Adam and Chelsea get grounded because Adam didn't do like his homework, and Chelsea ended up calling Adam a dweeb right in front of their mom. Yeah. But then Adam and Chelsea try to come up with a plan to like get their mom out of the house, and so they could actually go to their all to their plans. And Adam can go to his concert, and Chelsea can go on her date. So they try to like set up a date with their mom, and yeah, they just look for like uh, ads online for guys trying to go out on a date, and then they find this ad from somebody with the name Wolfbane, and yeah, Adam then sent a message to Wolfbane saying that their mom is looking for a date. Yeah, and then yeah, that night then yeah, it like did show like uh Wolfbane did end up getting the message, but yeah, we didn't actually see who Wolfbane was. It just like showed that like on his computer showed that like he got a message. Yeah. And then then Adam and Chelsea then just convinced their mom to just go to the store, or because yeah, they were saying that they wanted chocolate chip pancakes, so yeah, they had their mom go to the store to get chocolate chips. Yeah, and as they were there, yeah, Adam and Chelsea were just trying to find Wolfbane because yeah, they told Wolfbane to meet their mom at the store. Yeah, yeah, and then eventually, Lynette then ended up coming across a guy named Dimitri, and yeah, they had a conversation with each other, and then yeah, they then like like saw that the other each other seemed like pretty nice, and so then yeah, Chelsea and Adam then ended up like just talking Dimitri and their mom into going out on a date the following night, which then yeah, they then agreed to it. Yeah, but then it then showed that there was this mysterious guy also like walking around the store. Or yeah, and then it was later revealed that this guy was actually named Malaki Van Helsing, who was a vampire hunter. Yeah, and as a yeah, the family and Dimitri were both leaving the store. Taylor then overheard Van Helsing talking on the phone, saying that there was a vampire and he was going to find him. Then yeah, Taylor turned around, and then as he saw Dimitri walking off, he then saw Dimitri ended up turning into a bat. So then yeah, that then revealed that Dimitri was actually a vampire. Yeah, and then the following day, Taylor then like tried to tell Adam that Dimitri was a vampire, but yeah, of course Adam didn't believe Taylor, yeah, and even yeah, and yeah, he also tried telling Chelsea, but Chelsea didn't believe him either. So then yeah, after like seeing an ad in the paper for or in a magazine for Malaki Van Helsing, then Taylor ended up calling Van Helsing. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, later that night, as Lynette ended up going out with Dimitri. Then Taylor ended up following them. And then yeah, Chelsea and Adam then like saw Taylor going off, and of course like they didn't want like their mom to come home and see that Taylor wasn't there, and their punishments would be extended. So yeah, the two of them ended up following Taylor to the outside of the restaurant Lynette and Dimitri went to. Yeah, and then yeah, Taylor and Adam then like went into the restaurant to talk to their mom and Dimitri. Yeah, yeah. Taylor of course was still like trying to tell like everybody that Dimitri was a vampire. So then Adam then just came up with this like a fake test to show Taylor that Dimitri wasn't a vampire. It was like a spoon test where it was like just like the thing where you put like a spoon on your nose and it sticks and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Adam was then like just telling Dimitri that, well, telling Taylor that if Dimitri was a vampire and he puts the spoon on his nose, like it would destroy him or something. Yeah. But yeah, Dimitri then put the spoon on his nose and nothing happened. So then, yeah, that convinced Taylor that Dimitri wasn't a vampire. But then, yeah, as Adam and Taylor were leaving, then Adam like noticed that in the mirror, Dimitri did not have a reflection. So yeah, that then like confirmed to Adam that Dimitri was a vampire. And yeah, and even like Dimitri ended up like looking at Adam as he left, and yeah, and then you did see like the sharp teeth that he had, showing that he was a vampire. As he said bye to Adam, yeah, and then yeah, then as uh, Adam and Chelsea were dropping Taylor off at home, then yeah, Adam then like told Chelsea that Dimitri was a vampire. Right, so then yeah, the two of them then like, went after Dimitri to save their mom, yeah, and then and yeah, uh, Lynette and Dimitri then like ended up like going to like some sort of dance club, and apparently like Lynette was like known there because apparently she had performed there in the past. Yes, yeah, and then Adam ended up like sneaking in as well as Chelsea was like just waiting outside, and then yeah, then he just like was telling like a guard or something that to throw Dimitri out because he was stalking their mom, and yeah, they did end up throwing Dimitri out, but then yeah, Dimitri then just ended up like walking up the wall back and getting back inside. Yeah, they don't actually reveal how he did get back in. I don't know if like he actually walked up and climbed through a window or something. But yeah, Chelsea then like saw Dimitri like walk up the building, and then yeah, that then like showed Chelsea that Dimitri was a vampire. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, then and yeah, then like then after like uh Dimitri and Lynette ended up like going to some sort of like a carnival amusement park. Yeah, yeah. Adam and Chelsea then like were trying to find them there as well, and then yeah, then they eventually did end up finding them, and then yeah, then eventually yeah, Dimitri then just like had enough of all this nonsense because he wanted to take Lynette back to his mansion. And so then yeah, then he just ended up putting Lynette in a trance. But then yeah, he then eventually then discovered that Adam was, was like after him. Then he just confronted Adam and was basically just telling them that if he interferes with anything, that Dimitri would end up killing him. And yeah, and then yeah, that then Adam was like then like considering giving up, but then yeah, with some persuasion from Chelsea after giving him a lecture that he had given her before about like a deal that he made with his friends, yeah, then like they knew that they couldn't let their mom be taken by Dimitri and stuff. So yeah, then they ended up just racing over to Dimitri's mansion, and then yeah, they then like saw that found Dimitri's coffin in there. Yeah. Oh, and I guess I should mention that. Yeah. Back at like home with Taylor. Yeah. Eventually, Van Helsing did come to the house, and yeah, Taylor told Van Helsing what was going on. So then, yeah, Van Helsing then like set out to find Dimitri with the based on the information Taylor gave him. But then yeah, then it was like revealed that Taylor had ended up sneaking into Van Helsing's car. So yeah, the two of them ended up setting out as well to find their mom, the mom and Dimitri as well. Yeah, yeah, and it showed that Van Helsing just had like a bunch of different tricks to attract Dimitri down and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, then eventually yeah, getting back to Adam and Chelsea, yeah, they eventually did end up like making it to Dimitri's mansion, and then yeah, when they got inside, they then like uh, noticed they found Dimitri's coffin. Yeah, and they knew that like vampires can't be in the sunlight or else they'll destroy him. So they tried to come up with a plan to like just get Dimitri's coffin to a place where he can get it. So yeah, they ended up like putting it in a lake. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Dimitri and Lynette ended up arriving back at the mansion as well, and then Dimitri discovered what was going on, and then he eventually did find Adam and Chelsea. Yeah, and Adam then just like got up onto the coffin and just like was out with it in the water. But then yeah, then Adam, well, then Dimitri ended up like taking Chelsea, and then yeah, he was basically just threatening to uh do the same to Chelsea that he's going to do to their mom. But yeah, he told Adam that if he came back in with the coffin that he would let Chelsea go. So yeah, then Adam then came back in with the coffin and they put it back. And then Van Helsing and Taylor then also arrived at the mansion, and then yeah, Van Helsing then like went in to try to take down Dimitri as well. Yeah, and then eventually Van Helsing then did confront Dimitri. Yeah, then Van Helsing tried to fight Dimitri, but yeah, Dimitri ended up like overpowering Van Helsing and knocking him out. Yeah, and of course like Lynette was just in a trance. She was just like standing, handing, like with not doing anything. Yeah, and then as Dimitri was about to bite Van Helsing's neck, then Taylor then appeared and stopped Dimitri from doing it. Yeah, and then eventually then uh, yeah, Dimitri then just like came face to face with Adam and Chelsea, just saying that nobody could help him because he was a vampire. And then yeah, then he was just saying who's gonna be first, and then yeah, Dimitri then was about to bite right into Adam's neck, and then yeah, as Adam and Chelsea were calling out to their mom, then yeah, that ended up breaking Lynette's trance, and then the five of them then were able to lock Dimitri in his coffin. Van Helsing like ended up recovering, and then he and Taylor opened up the casket, allowing Lynette to just throw him in. And then then they then shut it, and then Van Helsing sealed it with some silver-plated nails. Yeah, and so Lynette then reunited with the kids, and then they then like Van Helsing introduced himself to Lynette, and then he also labeled uh, Taylor as his partner, and then Van Helsing then said that then he would like take Dimitri to a place where it's always sunny, which was of course Finland. And and then then morning, then it became morning. Yeah, the sun ended up rising, and then Lynette then invited Van Helsing over to their house for breakfast, and saying that she would make those chocolate chip pancakes. Cakes. Yeah, and then Van Helsing then just said it was a date, but then Adam, Chelsea, and Taylor just said not to say date anymore, and just saying that their mom doesn't date. But then Lynette then said that she dates, just not vampires. Yeah, and then you just like heard like Dimitri just knocking from the inside of the coffin. Then before it cut the credits, he said Happy Halloween. Yeah, then as the credits started to roll, we just like heard more Dimitri knocking and just calling out for Lynette. Yeah. So and I should probably also just say one more thing that and this film, of course, Milwaukee Van Helsing was played by Robert Carradine, and Robert Carradine was, of course, like the dad on Lizzie McGuire, which was like on the Disney Channel during this time. So I guess like I mean they since like he was already Disney Channel celebrity, I'm sure he was easy to convince to be in this film. So so like I said, I would probably give the film like 2.25 stars out of 4. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I really felt that they could have done more with it, like make it more mysterious, make it seem like they're like the vampire's not who the kids suspected it of being, and just like I mean, like we don't actually see the vampire until like very much later than we actually do in this film. Yeah, and plus, I just felt that there could have been like they could have made it more mysterious. But as is, I mean, it's all right. I mean, for a Disney Channel film, I think it's all right. All right, so like I said, if you do like Disney Channel movies, I guess like you could give this a watch and just see what you think of it. But like I said, if you're really not into these sorts of films, then this probably is not the film for you. So it just really comes down to whether or not you actually are into these sorts of films or not. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, all right. So yeah, so I guess that's also from my review of Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.